For most of my life, I ate whatever tasted good in the moment and destroyed my skin. All right, I started breaking out, feeling low energy, and I was living my life with zero discipline. Okay, once I fixed my health, my eating habits fixed by themselves. All right, so in this video, I'm gonna teach you how I fix my bad eating habits and how you can fix them too. Let's get straight into it. All right, so first we're gonna talk about the benefits of eating clean. All right, so whenever you start eating clean, you're gonna notice your energy is gonna skyrocket a lot more. All right, you're gonna be able to have more energy to do the right things, right? So instead of feeling all drowsy and all foggy throughout the day, you're gonna feel more energetic, more awake, more clear, right? That's how you're gonna feel whenever you start eating cleaner foods. Okay. Next, you're gonna be able to have a better mood. So you're gonna notice you're gonna feel a lot more happier. You're not gonna be as depressed feeling. You're not gonna be low energy feeling, right? Because your energy's up. Your mood's gonna be on top of it. So you're gonna be a lot more happier, and it's gonna allow you to just have a better quality of life. That's what we want at the end of the day. All right. And number three, you're gonna be able to have a good weight management. So whenever you're eating clean foods, you're not gonna really get overweight. You know what I mean? Whenever you eat all this garbage foods like pizzas and burgers and sweets, you're gonna be potentially overeating. You know what I mean? You might eat too much of the foods and your weight might go two up. Right? So that's just to name a few of the benefits that you get when you start eating clean foods. All right, now we're gonna be talking about the root cause. The root cause of why you might be eating unhealthy. All right, so usually the main reason why most people eat bad foods is number one, you've just been doing it all your life, right? You from the start you've been eating burgers, pizzas, sweets because people around you have been doing it. So it could be an environmental thing. But another reason why you might be just it's really hard for you to stop eating bad foods is because you just feel good whenever you eat bad foods, right? Like whenever you eat chocolate, it might make you feel really good in the moment. Like it tastes really good and it puts you in a little bit better mood. But then like 30 minutes to an hour later, you get that crash of just energy. Your energy spikes all the way down because that's just how it works, right? Whenever you eat this bad food that you should not be eating, that's just how it works. So to fix the root cause, number one, you just have to put friction in between the bad foods and the good foods, right? So what you can do to add friction between this is by getting rid of all the bad junk food in your house, right? So let's say you have a whole bunch of bad stuff, right? You have the cakes, the cookies, the ice creams, all the little chocolates, the pizzas, all that. That's like right in front of you, right? As soon as you open the fridge, you see a big pizza box right there. You see a cake right on top. Now, this might not be like your fridge, right? It might be a little bit differently. Like mine never looked like that. But just for an example, right? It could be different. Maybe you have ice cream right there. Maybe you have some cookies right there. Maybe you have some cupcakes right there. It doesn't matter. Or maybe you open your pantry and the first thing you see is a box of Oreos, right? Get rid of all that stuff, right? Get rid of all the bad stuff from your house. You know what I mean? Get rid of the Oreos. Get rid of the cookies. Get rid of all that stuff and just throw it away. Literally, just go right now, pause the video, throw that stuff away, and go to the store right now and go buy healthier foods and put it in those spots instead. Right? Basically, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to replace those foods. We're trying to add friction. Because then, whenever you replace all those foods with healthier foods, and as soon as you open the fridge, as soon as you open the pantry, you see nothing but healthy foods. Like this is beneficial foods only. You're not going to want to go all the way to the store to go buy some sweets. You're not going to want to go all the way. Like, you don't wanna drive 20 minutes to go to the store and get some sweets, get some ice cream, right? You're gonna be like, "Okay, let's just eat the healthy foods because 'cause we're trying to do this anyway." You know what I mean? That's what's gonna be in your mind. You might not like it, but it is gonna be a really big change in your bad eating habits, right? You're gonna be more likely to start eating way healthier once you start adding friction in between this. That's how I did it. That's how you can do it too. The next thing I did was replacing the junk food with the healthier food, right? So what you can do for this, for example, let's say you eat a lot of chocolate. Let's say you eat a lot of Kit Kats, right? You love eating Kit Kats. Instead of eating the Kit Kat, eat your favorite fruit as a replacement. So, so whenever you get that sugar craving for the Kit Kat, instead of eating the Kit Kat, you go and eat like a banana, for example, like a good brown banana that's gonna be really sugary, but it's not gonna be as bad for you. So you eat a banana instead, and you just do that for like 2 weeks to like a month, and eventually those sugar cravings are gonna completely go away. Same thing if you're craving a pizza or craving a burger. Instead of having a burger, have some ground beef. Have like a homemade ground beef taco that you put your own ingredients in that's not processed, like not no processed Taco Bell, none of that. Like you actually made the taco homemade because that's actually gonna be healthy. Have that instead of a burger, right? Or have a steak if you can afford it. Have a good old steak. That's gonna be your best option. All right. So just find little replacements you can use for each of these foods, right? That's that's what really helped me stop eating the bad foods too, right? So once you start replacing the foods and start adding friction, eventually the cravings will go away. All right, now we're gonna be talking about what foods to avoid. So when we're looking at foods at the grocery store, it can be very complicated for you to figure out what foods to buy and what foods not to buy. So I'm gonna tell you guys what foods to avoid and what foods to prioritize. So first, we're gonna talk about what foods to avoid. So the foods you want to avoid is gonna be foods with seed oils, red 40, yellow 5, blue 1, right? Those are gonna be your artificial colors. Seed oils are going to be stuff like soybean oil, sunflower oil, canola oil. There's a whole bunch of little I mean, it's not sunflower. There's a whole bunch of different seed oils out there. So you want to go look out for that. You don't want to be having seed oils because they cause inflammation, and inflammation is bad for you. Okay. The final thing you want to avoid is just any processed stuff like it's corn syrup, soy. You don't want to have none of that because it's going to, first of all, lower your testosterone. And if you're trying to make gains in the gym, I know I haven't really been going in depth into gains in the gym this video because it's more of a healthy eating video. But first of all, it's going to destroy your gains in the gym. It's going to destroy your energy levels. And it's just going to make you unhealthier. It's going to kill your digestion. All right. And you want to have a good digestion whenever you're eating, right? Because if you have bad digestion, it's your body telling you that something is wrong. Okay. So those are the foods you want to avoid, right? I didn't really name foods to avoid. I kind of did ingredients, but some example foods, it can be like pizza, burgers. You know what to avoid. Like I think everyone knows what to actually avoid. They just don't know what ingredients to avoid, and they don't know like the right methods to avoid it. And I already gave you guys the method, friction, and replacements. Okay. Now we're going to be talking about the foods to prioritize. Now, this is the good part, right? This is the good part. So instead of eating like vegetables, right? Because a lot of people will tell you, eat vegetables, eat the vegetables, eat peppers. No, instead of eating all that nasty shit, just have some steak. You know what I mean? Have some meat, have some chicken, have some fish, have some good quality food that makes you feel full and just tastes good, but it's not unhealthy, right? You know, if you want to have vegetables on the side, by all means, have some little vegetables on the side, have a little salad on the side. It's not going to hurt you. All right. You know what I mean? But the people I see that try to do the like eat so much vegetables as their diet, they'd always fail because first of all, that shit is nasty, right? I'm a teenager myself. I do not like eating vegetables. All right, and if you don't like eating vegetables, I completely understand. Have some real food, like have some meat, have some steak, have some ground beef, have some chicken, have some fish. All right, have some like good quality food, right? And then you can have some vegetables on the side if you want to, take it a step further. But I'm not telling you to eat vegetables instead of eating burgers and pizzas. No, just replace it with some good quality meat. All right, that's the perfect replacement. Okay. So if you want to learn how to build a body just like Batman, click top link in the description for the full guide. There's more details in it when you click top link in the description. All right. Now, we're going to quickly recap this video before we end it. So, number one, eating clean is going to benefit you by improving your energy, mood, your weight, and much more. Okay. The root cause to you eating bad is it just makes you feel better, right? Whenever you eat bad foods, it makes you feel better. You can avoid this by adding friction and replacements. Okay. So, frictions, remember friction, you just get everything out of the house, go to the store and replace it with healthy foods, and then you just keep it like that. And then whenever you're at the store, I've heard to say this earlier, whenever you're at the store, don't go and buy the unhealthy stuff either. Like keep it just healthy only. All right, that's how you want your house to be. You want your house to be the health house. All right. Now replacements. You replace your Kit Kat with a banana. Okay. You avoid seed oils, artificial dyes, and processed sugars. All right, avoid corn syrup, avoid all that crap. All right, and the foods to prioritize is going to be meat, fish, chicken, and a little bit of vegetables. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys can never miss an upload. And I'll see you in the next one.